Ever had a small plumbing issue turn into a big disaster because you tried to fix it yourself? Before you grab that wrench, let me show you when it's worth rolling up your sleeves and when you should definitely call a pro. After more than 40 years of experience, here's what I suggest. These are some easy things that DIYers can do. A hose bib. Hose bibs are normally easy to change. If they're the kind that stick out and you can see threads and they're threadable, you may be able to just take 2 crescent wrenches after you've shut your water off, turn it, undo it, and screw a new one in. Or you may be able to take the cap off of it, the bonnet and the bib and everything, pull all that out and change a washer in it. Those aren't hard to do. For DIYers, changing an angle stop or repairing an angle stop can also be easy to do. Most DIYers do a lot of things, so they've got a lot of the tools that it takes to do this. To fix a running toilet, it is one of the most popular videos I've ever made, so I know that homeowners do fix their own stuff. Showing people in that video how to do each and everything made that phenomenal. Because I get so many messages from homeowners, from DIYers saying, look, thanks to you, I saved a ton of money. Well, the thing is, I also got a lot of messages from plumbers saying, dude, you're taking money out of our pocket. Trying to help everybody. Leaky pipes. Leaky pipes are something that really, for the most part, normally it's easy to fix. A lot of times you can just tighten up a nut on a drain line or a water line and take care of the problem. Now, before you do anything on a water line, make sure you always know how to shut off the water and preferably shut it off before you cause a disaster, and then you won't have any problems. Now, a couple of things that you can do if you feel really competent. A water heater install. Believe it or not, with the tools and the products out there today, you can probably install your own water heater. Now, it's something that you're going to want to get a permit for, but if you're a super competent person, you're a DIYer and you do a ton of things around your house, changing out your water heater may not be very hard to do. I've made videos on it showing people how to do it. Make sure that, number one, you cut your water off, you turn your gas or electricity off, disconnect everything, cut it out to where you can get it out and then put the new one in. If you're competent and confident that this is something you can do, it may be worth trying. But if it's not sure, this may be one you pass on to the plumber. A whole house water filtration system is another one. If you can buy a whole house water filtration system and install it on the water line coming into your house before it ever gets into your house, or you may have to cut it, loop it up into the garage and come back out so you can install it there. This is something I've seen DIYers do. I've seen some that looked amazing. Well, I've seen some that didn't look amazing. Matter of fact, I've seen some water lines installed that, man, it makes you think, what were they smoking or drinking or thinking? There are certain things you probably always want to trust to a plumber. Now, I'm a plumber, and here in Texas, gas is part of our system, meaning plumbers are trained to install and repair gas lines. Now, this can be a big problem because when it comes to things that I say you probably want to refer to a plumber, a gas line normally comes up number one because it can be dangerous. You don't ever want to do anything in your house that could cause damage to your house, hurt you, hurt your family, or anything at all like that. So gas is one I would probably leave to the professionals. The next one would be an under slab leak repair. Now, coming out and locating the leaks, that's not an easy science. It's something that, well, I grew a business on it because we got really good with Leak Pro at finding leaks and then either tunneling up, rerouting, or going through a hole in the floor to fix them. But under slab leak repairs, there's a lot to it. You've got to be very careful, especially if you have post-tension cable or something like that. Now, if you're a homeowner and you've ever done your own gas line or your own under slab leak repair, man, I would love to know how that went for you. Please leave me a comment and let me know. But those two things can be scary. Those two things can be dangerous. Plumbers die under houses each and every year from trying to tunnel in and fixing a leak. Now, we don't tunnel in ourselves. We hire a third-party company that digs all the way up to the bottom of the slab. There's nothing that I worry about falling in on me or my guys. Another thing that, well, you may want to leave to a plumber or even a contractor is a bathroom or kitchen remodel. Now, I'm not saying you can't do it, but that can take a lot of work. You're going to end up hopefully taking everything out. When I try to do a remodel, whether it's a bath or a kitchen, I want to go all the way down to the stud. I want to make sure everything looks good in the wall. It's insulated in the wall. If I need to replace anything or move anything, the walls are opened up. It makes it easier. And if it's a bathroom remodel, I want to be able to be on the walls so I can add an outlet behind a toilet, because I'm either going to use a bidet toilet or a bidet toilet seat. Kitchen remodels, what if I want a pot filler? I want to take out all the old sheetrock because I may want to completely change everything. And I want to feel good about what's in the walls behind it. The last thing you want to do is a complete remodel and then have wall problems later. It's because there were termites or rotted studs or something like that that you may have been able to find earlier and fix before you spent a lot of money on a remodel. Other thing is moving fixtures. When it comes time to move a toilet, say you are doing a bathroom remodel and you want to move this toilet, just to the other side of the room, or maybe you're taking out a closet and you're making your bathroom bigger. Moving fixtures can take a lot of work. Actually, it does take a lot of work. You've got to know requirements and code and things like that. So please always look at it and think about it. What are you doing and how comfortable are you really working with this? Now, I mentioned the slab leaks earlier. That's sewer line or water lines, either one. So if you've got a high water bill or you're getting sewer flies or anything like that, it may be time to call a plumber out to see what needs to be done and let them tell you what needs to be done, and then see, is that something that you think you can do or not? Now, one big question that I'm asked a lot is what requires a permit? Now, if you're not sure if a permit's required, what I want you to do is call your city and find out, hey, if I'm doing any major plumbing repairs, do I need to get a permit or who do I talk to? If they'll tell you who to talk to, ask them and tell them, hey, I'm changing a water heater. I'm replacing a toilet. I'm changing a kitchen sink faucet. Tell them what you're doing and ask them if a permit is required. In Texas, plumbing permits are required for major repairs, new installations, and alterations to the plumbing system. Homeowners and contractors must apply for permits from the local authorities, the AHJ, the authority having jurisdiction. Some examples of plumbing work that may require a permit in your area include cutting a water or drain line to make a repair, replacing parts, emergency repairs involving pipes that are at least 5 feet long, and in some cities, even shorter than that. Please contact your city, contact your municipality, and let them know what it is you're doing and ask them, is a permit required? If you are calling a plumber to do it, make sure that they are getting their work permitted and inspected. If you're a homeowner, let me know, have you done any of these things and how did it turn out for you? And if you're a plumber, what's it like where you're at? What's required and what's not required from the authority having jurisdiction? Again, if you like this, I definitely think you're going to like that one.